One last little thing before I get into do's and don'ts. If you're petting a dog and he puts his paw on top of your arm, he was just doing it for me a minute ago, immediately pull your arm away. That's his way of saying, I like what you're doing, I'm trying to control you and tell you to keep doing it. Like that. So immediately pull back. So as long as his paw stays on the ground, I continue petting him. As soon as he pulls him up and tells me what to do, I pull it away. All right, so that's a little tip for this one, but the main thing I wanted to go over in this video is things you don't want to do when you're teaching your dog to heel. The biggest mistake I see people do is they don't actually communicate what heel means, which we did in the 2 previous videos, really the above video. So what they do is they're walking the dog gets out of position, they jerk the leash and say, heel! What we mean to say is, see what happens? What we mean to say is get back into the heel position. What the dog interprets it is, when I hear the word heel, it means that I'm about to have a jerk on the leash and a pain in my neck. So it actually means the opposite of heel. Now, if you've been trying to train your dog to heel and you've been doing a lot of leash correction saying heel, meaning to go back into position, you have ruined that heel word. If that's the case, it would be easier or better for you to come up with a different word like follow, position, station, whatever word you want. And again, try to come up with some fun words. But then if you come up with a completely new word, it's easier than rebranding a word that already has negative associations. Having treats is a very powerful and effective thing to do, but we need to make sure that we're giving the treat at the right time. So don't give treats just willy-nilly. When the dog's in position, we pull it away. If we get to that, whatever stage we're at, we say the word treat the second it touches their lips. I guess I was going to say multiple things you don't want to do on a walk. So a couple of the other things you don't want to do is leave the house with your dog overexcited. You also don't want to practice this heel exercise in a really high congested area with a lot of stuff going on. That's going to make it difficult for the dog to focus on you. So at first we're going to practice it inside the house when there's no smells. We're just walking circles around the dog. Second stage, we're going to do it outside in the courtyard or a big area without a lot of distractions, getting the dog used to it, and we're going to gradually work up to the point where we can hold the treat here to get the dog in position, then we walk 20 or more paces with the treat here while the dog's still here just looking at us, and we reach over and give him the treat. The next stage, the stage after that, is you're going to start applying it in real world situations. You take him to Lowe's or Home Depot or dog-friendly stores, not a dog store. There are going to be way too many distractions. The treats that I like to use have a very high, strong scent, and that helps override the dog's brain for other distractions. But if you get too many other sensory or smell distractions, the treat isn't going to hold as much muster. So when you're practicing working on the heel, keep it short, make sure there aren't a lot of distractions, and make sure you always end on a good one. If you start getting frustrated, if you push too long, your dog's going to have more failures. Or if you push too far and you end on a bad one, your dog's going to remember, oh, that was that heel exercise where he got really upset with me or frustrated. I don't want to do that. I'd rather roll over and show him my belly. So make sure you always end it with a good one. And then what I like to do is when we're working on the heel on a walk, do that for 3/4 of the walk, and then maybe the last quarter of the walk, then I let the dog sniff around and go do, have some fun stuff off of a heel position. He's still on leash, but he's able to enjoy himself a little bit more. Just like kids, you have to eat your dinner before you get dessert. In this case, the dog has to earn his free time on the leash by performing well in the heel position. So this is I guess the third of 3 videos on how to teach your dog to walk in a heel.